It's about -2, -3, and I'm talking quietly because people are still in bed. Poor old Phyllis. She had to stay outside last night. She's now out of MOT and what have you. So I've gone through everything. Everything's all right. I had a ride on her the other day, as you saw. But yes, had to live outside last night because the shed is a disorganised mess. And it's not only that shed which is a disorganised mess. Wait, excuse me, door. Do you mind? Come on now. This shed, I have started tidying it up, although you wouldn't notice. Yes, I've got tools out and shit because I've just been obbing and bobbing with some little jobs. I've got to put a strap on my James, don't say strap on. Try and be a bit less vulgar this year, James. Strap on! No. Yes, I've been attempting to put a strap on the watch and not got round to it. I've been doing a lot of little jobs, and then when I finish those little jobs, because the weather's been so horrible and miserable and buggery, I literally just put the tools down, go back in the warm. I haven't got a heater in here at the moment. That's in the other shed. But basically, I'm trying to get through sorting everything because all this stuff does have a place. Most of it's the bin, Jim. And it's just that when I get a tool out and it's cold and horrible outside, quite often I don't put them back where I've got them. I'll put them there and then put them back another day. I've been fixing the taps in the house. Actually, we had the kitchen hot water tap wouldn't turn on. The top would twist, but nothing had come out. And what had happened was the top part, there's a clip that holds the top part to the plunger, basically, which is on a screw thread, and there's a little clip that stops the top part coming out of the plunger, and it's only like a little metal staple. So actually, here it is. I bet it won't focus, you fuck. Actually, my eyes aren't focusing. Oh yes, I had my diabetic eye check the other day. That was alright. Stuff didn't sting as much this time. But yeah, well, that kept coming off. There's like a little groove in the top plunger, and that kept coming out. So when you're unscrewing the tap, you're actually unscrewing the top of the top out of the plunger, if you like. And it did it so gradually you don't really notice it. So I replaced it with a circlip of almost the correct size. I hadn't got one which was exact, but hey, it's working, and we've now got a hot water tap, so all good. But yes, all this will be sorted out. I might start doing a bit today. In case you're wondering what that is, it is a British flag. We're going to be doing, hopefully, fingers crossed, if the stars align and all that bollocks, some military shows this year, and I should be taking Olive, because Olive is sort of my recon tribute bike sort of thing, and there's some stencils I'm going to put on the side of it and stuff like that. I've got some like military style stencils, but that is a flag which will be flown on Olive, and basically it's a special air service flag with all 4 squadrons on it. I could show it you, but I'm not going to. You'll see it when it's in use. So that's what that is. Because somebody has asked, well, what's that you got there? Why aren't you hanging it up? Well, I'm fucking not. So yes, so it's very early in the morning. It's only about 7:30, and it's about like I say, about -2, -3 outside. But yes, rest of this week, because we've had no work this week, which is normal, really, this time of year. I'm used to it. I've been there long enough to know the gist. So what I try and do before Christmas is just put a little bit of dosh aside. Fortunately, it didn't have a very expensive Christmas this year, which is one of the good things about being a singleton, and it's also one of the bad things about being a singleton. I sort of miss being in a relationship. It gives you something to live for, if that makes sense. Anyway, enough of the maudlin. So what I try and do is put some money away. Doesn't always work out, but not been too bad this year. I just put enough away just to get the bills paid. You know, I'm not really bothered about anything else. Don't have to earn X amount so I can have this, that and the other. I can quite happily do without for a bit. So yeah, that's where we're at. Got an interesting view, haven't you? There you go. So yes, I don't know whereabouts in the video this part will end up. It's only going to be about 2 degrees today. Today is Wednesday, the whatever of January. January is just one long Monday, basically. So I don't know. I'm hoping to get out with the 360 on the back of Spurt for some interesting ride angle of dangles. And I sort of want to test Spurt in the cold weather because he's got the proper Kawasaki float bowl warming coolant circuit, which I've, apart from my first ZX-R, I don't think I've ever had. My ZZR 1100s, I can't remember them having it. I had a GPZ 900 once. That was an Italian import, and that didn't have it. And if it was this cold, because I used to commute on it, if it was this cold, it wouldn't come off choke for about 10 to 12 miles. Literally, you'd knock it off choke at work and it'd still cut out. It did not like cold weather at all. Phyllis is brilliant. Phyllis just chug. You know, she's really good. Don't know what the Aprilia's like in cold weather, so I don't know. So yeah, Jim, you waffling? I know, more of the same this year, eh?
A few moments later.
What is this strange creature doing? What are you doing?
Today,
Yes.
I'm using Falcon
Oh.
Blue Star.
Oh yes. Yes. And you're warming your lungs up with your cancer stick.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh yes. Yes. Oh, jolly good. Is your son not getting up and defrosting his own car then? No, because it's before 11 in the morning. Oh yes, no. Yes, no. I've just been in my little brick shed.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I'm going to turn this off now. I wonder if Phyllis will do a cold start. I've just opened the shed up because I've got a little job to do on the Aprilia. I want to put the battery cable on, so I need to get the power in. Put the fucking heater on, get some lightage on, and see what's what. Yes, it is still freezing, and I was tempted to take Spurt out, but then that might be a little bit idiotic. So yes, that's what I'm going to do. As you can see, she's all iced up. It is still freezing. It's only gonna get sort of +2 today, and that's not till in the afternoon. Well, that's good. Oh dear, she's in gear. Now she's in neutralis. I did charge the battery the other day, but I don't know whether she'll start on the Lecky. Let's see. No, the cold's got to her. Good thing about it though, she should start with a kick, and I'm doing this one-handed. Alright, just move her along a bit. There we go. May as well let her warm up. It's a good thing about Phyllis, always starts with a kick. Behind the rear light here, there's a massive capacitor. So even if there's no battery on it, you start kicking it over, you start putting juice in the capacitor, and it will run all the lights in an emergency. So yeah, so let's see. Nice. Yes. Plans for the shed, obviously. Yes, we need a little tidy up, Jim. You know, I've not been putting stuff away after using it, which is naughty. Is go through this box of spares and stuff that come with the VFR and just bin anything that's no good. And I've also got some oil containers and stuff there. I need to take down the tip, clear that corner out, because that's where the ramp normally sits vertically, which gives me loads more room. And I've also got this pile of shite to go through, and what have you. Just sort everything out. That's like a cleaning bowl that I've degreased and shit in, and underneath there needs sorting out. I have actually got a little oil eater in there, which I could put in the brick shed actually and just leave it on, because once it's ticking over, it doesn't really use a lot of power. So yes, I've just got the fan heater. I'm just going to close the doors, but I wanted to bring the Aprilia just forward a little bit, get it on its main stand, get this side panel off, which is 8mm, and then fit the battery leads if I can. And a job for the future is the bottom fittings of the side panels on the Aprilia. The threads have gone on both sides. They've pulled the threads. So at some point in the future, oh, that's lovely. At some point in the future, I'll go up another bolt size there, and then I will then know I've got 4 bolts holding a side panel off. They're not going to fall off. So yes, yes, Jim, get on with it.
12 seconds later.
Side panels off, and now I can hopefully fit the lead to the leads on the battery. Now, one thing this bike is missing is the retainer strap for this, and can you get them? Can you? Buckers like. The only other option is I can make one at some point. I've tried looking for them. There's none available used, or none at the moment available used. But to be honest, once the side panel's on, the battery don't really go anywhere anyway. A little block of foam glued to that will stop it moving, because it will press against the side panel. And this is the one that has the threads pulled. Yes. It's an M6 at the minute. It's an 8mm head, so that means it's an M6 thread usually. So I'm going to tap it out to an M8, but that's for a later date. So yes, I'll bring you back when I put the leads on. I hate these Moto back connectors. Absolutely hate them. The batteries are good, but the connectors, I hate them. They're shite. Right, I've got to find my Allen keys. They're in the other shed.
1 eternity later.
That's the cable fitted. And the idea is I can just tuck it under the seat, and then when I want to charge the battery, which I'll give it a little top up today, I'll just pop the seat off, plug it in. It might be an idea just put some dielectric grease on the end there, just to stop any corrosion, but it'll sit quite nicely tucked away under there, won't interfere with anything. But yes, I shall consider getting a bit of foam glued on that, and then job done. So that's a little job from the shed. This could be a midweek video, or I might wait till I film some more and bring it out at the weekend. Either way, you'll know when you watch it. Little job I've got to do on the Aprilia actually. The MOT is not till the 24th of February. So we've got, nearly 2 months to get it sorted. But when I had it on the trailer, when it shat the woodruff key again, one of the straps rode it. I don't know whether you can see, but it's popped the passing switch out. So I need to get that cluster undone at some point. And doing it, I mean, I could do it now while I'm in here, but what I might do is, I've got 2 sets of heated grips, if you've seen in earlier videos, and I think one set is probably definitely going to go on spurt. Talk about shit use of English. And I was tempted to put the other on Phyllis, but I don't know what the capacity of the charging system is. I have the workshop manual there acting as a paint shelf and degreaser shelf. I could look and it will tell me, and then I could then be able to work out if the charging system will take it. If the battery's in good condition, it should. I can hear the door. Can you hear whistling? I can see an idiot. Look at him, he looks like Popeye's granddad. Bless him. Oh, he's going up the garden. You having a burn? Oh, too wet. We've got loads of cardboard we need to burn, and what have you. So yes, we'll let him. He's happy when he's fannying around. He's a bit like me, really. So yeah, so that's that job done. So I can put the side panel on. But I'm going to go. I know I've got a bit of foam, so I'm going to find a bit of foam and stick it on the battery while I'm here. Nice. Strange man. Will he? Won't he?